Softball 360 is brought to you by ASA USA Softball, the national governing body of softball in the U.S. By Combat Sports, not all bats are created equal. By Evil Sports, the best softball on the planet is evil. evilsports.com. By bpathletics.com. For the best service and price, bpathletics.com. By softballcenter.com, the site for major softball news. And by officialgear.com, the one-stop shop for umpires and officials.
I'm Carly Applin for Softball 360, presented by the ASA. It's time now for my favorite part of the show. It's round 5 of the Stadium Power Tour. The site, Detroit, home of the Tigers, where Team Easton, Combat, DeMarini, and Mikan are ready to rock at Comerica Park.
A hot, muggy Michigan afternoon greets the ASA Long Haul Bombers at Comerica Park. After dodging thunderstorms, it's time to get after it. The rules of engagement are straightforward. Each slugger gets 15 swings, and each home run is worth 1 point, except the last pitch, the almighty money ball, worth 2 points, and often the difference between victory and defeat. Leading off, the current leader on the Power Tour, Easton's Scott Kirby. But the top cat runs into a wall of muggy, humid air, thick as molasses. Curbs tags a few, but ends his shift at the plate with a very un-Kirby-like 5 points. Up next to take on the rainforest is Chris the Crusher Larson from Team DeMarini. Larson gets it on early, sending souvenirs deep in the yard with a whip-like swing, using his DeMarini Stadium CL22 bat. Chris is one of the youngest players on the tour and has already claimed a championship. Today in Tiger Town, Crusher ends with a handful, and we have an early tie at 5. Three-time champ Denny Crine for Mikan steps in next, and at 6'6", close to 300 pounds, the big man is ready to lead, not follow, and for sure, he won't get out of the way. Crine's go-to move, the classic windmill-like swing, is working. DC has found a way to crack the code at Comerica with some massive blasts, and he quickly jumps to the lead with 7 points. Team Combat sports a clever mix of youth and seasoned experience, led by a grizzled vet, Johnny McGraw. The Crawdaddy claimed a championship on the tour a few years back, played for the Astros, and still has what it takes. McCraw is cocky with a swagger and keeps the softball party humming in the heat with 6 points and settles into second place. For Brian, the ball will be flying Wegman. The thick air could be sliced and put on a Coney Island bun. Weggs was a member of last year's Manufacturers Cup champs, and Team Easton is back ready to defend the title. Sports run deep in the Wegman family. His brother Bill played for the Milwaukee Brewers for more than a decade. Weggs continues the tradition and ties Crine for the lead with 7 points. The thick air may have held back a few evil softballs, but it had little effect on Kevin Flip Philby. The hefty lefty from Mikan takes aim at right field, and they are dancing in the streets of Motown. Bang, zoom, flipper, and you can count it. He now is tied Weggs and teammate Denny Crine, but the former champ has his eyes on the prize. And on the almighty money ball, take it to the bank. Flip's 9 points put him on top in Tiger Town.
I was just mishitting a few myself. Like today would have been a perfect day for me to go ahead and throw up a 12 or 13, but I'll take 9 points and the win for today.
With 7 points from Crine and Flip's 9, Mikan is ready to get back in the hunt for the Manufacturers Cup. Check out the final standings from the showdown in Motown, and you can check out the season standings online at softball360.com.
Each event keeps getting better and better, and we are off and running to the Stadium Power Tour Finals on September 26th in Oklahoma City. That's all the time we have for you today. Thanks for watching Softball 360. Stay with us at softball360.com, and of course, hit me up on Facebook and Twitter. I'm your host, Carly Applin. Now get out to the park and play.
Next week on Softball 360, a full report on the ASA Gold 16 and under National Championships. And spend some time with DeMarini's Bruise Brothers, Chris the Crusher Larson and Bubba Brungart. Find out what it takes to become an umpire at the highest level of softball as we meet the crew in blue, the ASA umps. Those stories and much more next week on Softball 360, presented by the ASA.